Alrighty. Well, since it's just me and you tonight, and hopefully other people will jump on, but no, tonight I wanted to just kind of hop on with everybody and just chat about like the power of using our own transformation stories, um, and just the power behind it and how it can help people and everything. Because one of the simplest tools that we have are obviously the Beachbody products. Um, and honest, just staying consistent and doing it. So, like, what programs have you completed so far, Saber?
I have completed from start to finish the 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, Hammer and Chisel, and I'm doing T25 right now. And I feel like there's something else. I've done, well, in the on-demand group, I think now I've tried every program now. I think because I've tried to make sure that I incorporated all of them. So
Yeah.
I still haven't done like hip hop abs and a few of those kind, but I think I've at least done every program just about. So
Cool. Yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of how it feels. Like I've at least had a taste of everything, but like I've completed the Ultimate Reset twice, 2 rounds of Hammer and Chisel. I've done 2 rounds of Insanity Max 30, 2 rounds of 21 Day Fix, a round of 21 Day Fix Extreme. And then like way back when, like Adam and I have done a full round of Chalene Extreme, Fire, T25, and Turbo Jam.
Okay, Turbo Fire. I'm gonna be so embarrassed at Summit. I'm gonna I knew Chalene from Pio, and I'm like, I love Pio. So I used on demand. I was like, I'll try this Turbo Fire after I'd already signed up for it, and I'm like, holy crap! I am gonna be like hitting myself in the face. I'm gonna be so embarrassed. So I'm doing that on Saturday and Sunday, and so I'm not like. Hopefully by the time Summit comes, it won't be a total.
Yeah. Like Turbo Jam is what actually got me completely into like Beachbody, because like I ordered that like way back whenever I was in high school to start losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like what really kind of introduced me to Beachbody and everything. But truthfully, like I've noticed the most participation and like interaction on my page, specifically whenever like I'm consistently posting about what program I'm doing, and letting everybody know like what day I'm on. And let's see, Mom just said her internet froze. Of course, living out in the country, that's what you get. But no, like especially with this past round of the 21 or the Ultimate Reset, like completing a program from start to finish and sharing about your journey, and then that before and after is, for me, has always been one of those like powerful tools in order to get people engaged and to see that like these things actually work. I mean, because everybody's a little skeptical. Oh, it's like an at-home workout. Hi, you're back.
Sorry.
That's
living in the country. There 1 minute, gone the next. So.
We were just talking about the power of actually following through and completing a program from start to finish, and how you can use that as like a really powerful tool in order to drum up like new people and to show people the value and that these products really work, and then they're not just the gimmicky thing. So we were kind of sharing everything that we've completed. So what programs have you completed from start
to finish? I've completed the Masters Hammer and Chisel, and that's really the only one I can lay claim to where I did the workouts as scripted every single day and followed the meal plan pretty closely. I mean, I did 21 Day Fix for that whole first year, but I don't think I ever did a whole week. I mean, I know when I started, I would work out Monday through Friday, but not on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, part of my talk early on was that I did this sort of 3/4 of the way and I had results, you know, so that was part of what I spoke to, but I didn't do it full time. So that's why this coming Monday is really, I'm actually really excited for me because I'm going to do 21 Day Fix from start to finish as scripted.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of new challengers coming on that are already, you know, excited about doing it. So I'm hoping to use that here on out. I did 22-minute hardcore 5.5 of the 6 weeks, but then we stepped right on into 21-day reset, and it's sort of that the end of that. And I'm sure I could have pushed through, but I just shifted gears,
But even with that, like being able to show people that like the programs themselves will actually still work within like your time constraints or within like your budget or what your eating habits are, like you still want to incorporate most of what it recommends. But speaking to that, like, yes, if you follow the programs from start to finish as written, you're guaranteed results, but there's also ways that you can kind of customize it to fit your life. I mean, because every meal plan and every program I've done, like if we're counting following meal plans, then I've technically not completed any programs from start to finish 100%. Because it's just like, I mean, with our schedules, it's easier to, like, I follow the guidelines of the meal plan, but like I've never actually followed it 100%. But still, I've noticed the biggest boom or boost or interaction on my likes page after I've posted like my journey from start to finish with the program, and then the befores and afters. So just utilizing those tools that we have at our fingertips, because obviously Shakeology is a daily thing. There's a start to it. There's never really a finish, but I mean, there's progress along the way from drinking that every day. So sharing about that, but obviously, as our Vital Behavior says, being a product of the product, actually yourself, whether you're running a challenge group or not, obviously we would like to see you running a challenge group and helping other people, but just plugging in and committing to yourself to one specific program. Like one of the best things, because whenever I was a new coach, I always got caught up in like the new releases and all of that stuff. And it's so easy to do because that's where all the hype is.
Yeah.
But it wasn't true to what my goals were or what I liked. And that's one of the things that I always ask new customers is, like, I don't want to just throw a program at you and hope that you like it and then hope that you don't get burnt out on it and then you don't get results. Like, I want to find the best program that's going to fit what your needs are and what your likes are to get you excited about working out. So like, so yeah, I mean, there have been a couple times I've recommended like the old school programs like Turbo Fire, or we actually just started Body Beast. Today was day 3. And at the end of that, like with all the credits rolling and everything, it started talking about the Tai Chang program. And that just kind of light bulb moment clicked in my head. Like people, I've been talking to a lot of people recently that have had some either like disabilities or they just can't jump and punch and do all of that stuff. So we do have a couple low impact programs, but that's not one of them I'll ever go to because it's one of the older ones, but it's still available even in a challenge pack. So being able to recommend a program that somebody can do from start to finish, including ourselves and following what our passions are. So like I hopped on the size bandwagon when that came out and I hated it.
I did that with the 22-minute hardcore. Like I even did the trial workouts and I was like, oh, I'm going to like this. And then I got it and I hated it. And like and I don't like to work out anyways. Like it's my least favorite thing. And so
22 minutes.
Right. So and even with the 22 minutes, I'm just like dreading it all day and I put it off till like 2 o'clock at night. And so finally I was just like, I'm going to switch to something I like because I just can't do this. Like, can't do it. So but I really wasn't sure how to like address that because I don't want to tell people that I don't like it or that I didn't really know what's the best approach for that. Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing honestly, because I'm that way. Like we've tried the sample 22-minute hardcore and like it was okay for me, but I've never been a Tony Horton fan. Like I know he's one of those trainers that you love him or hate him. I mean, because I've tried his other stuff and just his personality and the way he comes across, I don't personally like, but like I know people out there that just absolutely love him. And so it's just, I'm kind of upfront with people about that sometimes. Like if they ask me like, well, what do you like, or what would you recommend? And well, it's like, well, I mean, I can tell you what I recommend for myself, but you might be different than I am. So I always like to utilize like the little promo videos too that Beachbody has on YouTube about the programs to let people look at them. And I was like, look at everything from like what the workouts are like. It talks about the meal plan and even down to the trainer. Yeah, to help find like what they're looking for. But that's always my thing is we as coaches should always be that vision that people, or that light that people look to, that we're not just jumping from program to program. I mean, it's even like with the Beachbody On Demand, they do have the challenge du jour. So that could technically be like the program that you're doing if you're staying faithful to it. Like if you're getting on to Beachbody On Demand every single day and doing the workout that they have recommended and then posting about it, like that could be your program that you talk about if you're one of those people that like to jump around and try different things. But as long as we are consistent and doing something from start to finish and showing people that they can actually achieve these same results, then that's what we're honestly utilizing those tools to the best of our abilities. Because I haven't made this post yet, but that's kind of, I was listing all of those different programs that I've done over the years. And yeah, like the last post I made, I just hit that 80-pound weight loss mark and yay, everybody's excited. But I don't think people actually realize how much work had gone into that. Like how many, like I said, with all of those different programs and there's been ups and downs and everything, but it takes that dedication and that persistence. I think a lot of people sometimes too will see our results and then they'll start going, oh, well, that was just easy for them. Like I could never do it. But that's one of the things we have to help combat. So is there anything that you all like talk to people about, or a specific way you approach people when it comes to helping them select a program at all?
I'm kind of similar to you. Like I usually try to encourage them to go with what they would like, because I don't want somebody to buy something and then hate it and never do it. And so, yeah. And I try to tell them like what I've tried, and I don't mind telling people like that's not for me, or you know.
Yeah. I mean, I've had people where I've, even sort of probably over-guided them a little bit towards something that I like 21-day fix, because I think that program is so comprehensive and very, it's basic working out. And I don't care for the dance stuff, but then that person will say, but, oh, well, I was looking and I saw that there's this size. What do you know about that? So I'd tell them, and based on my experience, I said, it's fun, but it's just a totally different kind of working out. You're not going to get initially the same kind of, I don't think. I mean, this is my if you're starting off with, if I had started off with size a year and a half ago, I might not have stuck with it, because I don't know that I would have seen the kind of results or felt the kind of results that I did with something so specific as 21-day fix. So, I will encourage them, but I will also try to highlight the differences. So, yes, it's a fun workout, but I see it as something to include in, not necessarily to make it my workout to get in shape.
Right.
But it just depends on what they will invest themselves in. And, so I try to include all of that in my conversation with them, not to dissuade them, because I have some people that do size and they really like it. But I just let them know that for me, I'm more of a traditionalist, and I like the squats, and I like the jumping jacks, and I like the surrenders, and I love the burpees. And that's just what it is, because I get results with those.
Yeah.
And that's, at the end of the day, if I'm there to help them get results, and that's the direction that I'm going to help guide them in. I mean, honestly, Jason and I can both look back. I mean, he's had a lot more experience over the years, because he's been familiar with Beachbody and he's done programs and he's known a lot more about what's out there. I've only known from what he has told me. But when I was invited to try it, it was try the 21-day fix. There was no decisions. I mean, part of me almost thinks that at that stage, you don't really want to give them a whole lot of choices because they've already made this big choice to say okay, and now you're going to throw all this other stuff at them.
Like,
so there's part of me that thinks, there's got to be a way to streamline that process and help get them in doing something that will get them results.
Yeah, I know for me, like, it's very rarely that I actually send somebody the link anymore to the page with all of the challenge packs listed, unless that they like say something in particular to where like they can't make up their mind or they're not being very communicative at all. That's whenever I'll just say, well, here's a list of all the different programs. If you want to take your time looking at them, feel free. If you have any questions about them, just let me know. But typically, like, I'll start a conversation with somebody, learn like what their goals are, their likes, their dislikes, what's important to them for a workout, like is timing, what their struggles or fears are, and things like that. And then typically it's us in 2 to 3. Like, I'll just say, you know what, I have the perfect recommendations for you based off of what you said. These 2 programs are what I would personally recommend. And then shoot them a video of each and just say, now between those 2, which one jumps out to you? And I'll try to pick one that might be a little bit more low key and one that might, like if somebody says that they love like the dancing moves or something to a beat, like of course I'll send them like Size and just definitely that one. But then like Turbo Jam or Turbo Fire is also pretty similar, but it's more higher impact, like it's more high cardio. Or even T25 or Insanity Max 30 is somewhat to like, but it's still more aggressive. So it's kind of all about like reading in between the lines a little bit and helping them find it that way. I know too, like especially with the lower impact ones like Size and like P90 and things like that. What a lot of people like to see are the befores and afters from people that have accomplished it, just to see what is possible. And so obviously, since I haven't completed it, I can't share my personal story, but I believe like in the Beatnik Dynasty, or even if you kind of Google them, I'm curious now. I want to share my screen and see if they have it. Let's see. All right. So in the Beatnik Dynasty, I think they created these a while ago, but in the photos section here, and then under albums, I think they have a couple, before and afters. Like there's one for the Ultimate Reset results, 3-day refresh results, 21-day fix. So there's 30 different albums. So I'm sure it goes more. There's more befores and afters. Yeah, Insanity Max 30s. So there's a whole bunch of fun little albums back here in the file section. So like if somebody's asking about a program that you may not be completely familiar with, like even I would just be honest with them and just be like, well, like that program is one that I personally haven't had experience with. But I know somebody that has, so let me go like get their information and see what they think of it. And I know that they've had an incredible before and after, and showing them those real like befores and afters. Because they always say you don't want to use like the stock photos off the Beachbody website, things like that. So I would always just say too, like the Beatnik Dynasty would be a great place to come and throw up like, has anybody done this program? Like, what's your transformation like? And that fun stuff. But finding those befores and afters are a great tool, whether they're part of our journey or not. So that might be something we could start doing too. Is just like in our team page, just as we complete something, like create a before and after photo gallery or something like that.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's a very good idea. And encourage everybody on there, whether they're active coaches or discount coaches, to still be sharing their and encourage them to still be looking at starting their programs and completing their programs and sharing those results so that they can inspire others, whether they're actively engaged in coaching or not. So.
Yeah. But that was really just my point, is to, of course, follow all 4 vital behaviors. Every single national wake up call I've been listening to lately, like, that seems to be the theme of all the top coaches that are out there talking, is that they truly live the 4 vital behaviors daily, including like the recognition, whether recognizing their team or like their challengers or something like that. But giving people shout outs, of course, drinking Shakeology, being a product of the product, doing the personal development, and then inviting daily. So yeah, I don't think that there shouldn't be any reason that we don't continue to grow. I know I shared this. I'll share it with you, Saber, because I had a rough day yesterday. Kind of broke my heart a little bit, but not really. But like, there are a couple coaches that have decided to leave the team and pursue different things. So like, my rank is gonna come back down, but and that's what like, I shared it in the Diamond group. And that's what kind of like blew me away, is like how many of the other like higher up leaders, like, one, it happens to everybody. Everybody has ups and downs. And before, like, I'm sure I probably would have felt more devastated, but it almost has like more drive. Because I've noticed that that's one thing that's really unique with the coaches on our team in general, is that none of us ever come off salesy or desperate, because I've seen so many coaches towards the end of the month where they're just like, oh my gosh, I don't have any Success Club points. There's only 2 days left, so I need to like give everything away and become this person that I'm not. And it's just like, ever from the beginning, like, that part's never been something I want to convey. Like, I understand the importance of Success Club, and it's never not my goal to not hit it. But at the same time, this is a long-term business, and there are going to be some months where it happens and some that doesn't. I was like,
why is my mother waving?
But I think that's one thing that I've always just loved about our team as a culture, is almost everybody that comes on, their heart is in it for more than just the financial needs, but it's deeper to everybody else, to the point that we're never going to push ourselves to come off that way. I mean, obviously, like I said, Success Club is important. It is the best measure of seeing how our business is progressing. And I'm actually going to share a picture a little bit later that I really like, that Nikki posted about reverse engineering goals. Like, if you want to make this amount, then this is what your left and right legs need to look like. Because I like living right on that line of being the life coach, helpful coach, but then also making business-minded decisions. Because in order to be successful, you do kind of have to make both and decisions. But it's whenever I see those coaches that completely go the route of just making 100% business decisions, and the people that they're helping then just become a number, that blows my mind. So that's where my focus has been.
Well, I'm right there with you. I mean, we've had these conversations about wanting to, not necessarily changing the culture of our team, but enhancing the culture and not following a cookie cutter pattern for what can be portrayed out there as some of these more elite teams. Not that, none of us we love an elite team.
Yeah.
And I think, one day we'll be there. But the path to getting there, like you said, is what we have to stay true to and be congruent with as people and as challengers ourselves, and as coaches and friends and helpers and all of that. I don't ever want to take a step or make a post and then have to go back and explain it.
Right.
I want it to be true a month ago, true a year ago, true today, whatever it is, other than my own personal growth in it. But I want it to be congruent as much as possible. Have I screwed up? Yeah, I've made some stupid, really dumb posts. And I'm really irritated with myself today talking. I'm technologically challenged, especially when it comes to my cell phone. I had written out my post last night, just beautiful long post about my new challenge group. And all I needed was a good little visual. So then I got home today and I snapped a couple of pictures and I played with them and I had a picture I was satisfied with. And I made the post and then I shared it to my personal page. And then I thought, I'm going to put that on Instagram. So I go back to my phone and I, hit a button to edit it so I could copy it. And I must have hit something else because all my text went away. It was gone. And it's like, save, discard. I don't know what it's asking me to do. I don't save what I just got rid of, or I don't know. I didn't know what it wanted me to do. So I chose the wrong button and it was gone. And I thought, well, at least I saved it to my regular page. And no, it edited it for the other page. So all there was the picture. And it's like, oh shit. Made me so mad. It wasn't the most inspired text, but I thought it was pretty good and it had some fun little things in it. And I couldn't tell you what they are now. I've already forgotten it. I've already said it, But, so now I get to recreate that tomorrow, probably.
Yeah.
But, well, that's just how I roll.
I think one of the best ways I've heard it put, I think it was Erica Flynn, which I've always liked her. Like, if you ever want some brutally honest feedback, like, Erica Flynn is a great go-to person. Not because there's Erica Flynn and Erica Massey. Erica Flynn is Katie Flynn's older sister. But she made a post one day about, because everybody, like, it was either in Beatnik or in the Diamond page, but people were just on this negative train about how, like, nothing's happening and I'm doing all of this work and I'm not seeing any results from it. And she was just like, look, there's a thing called the compound effect. She's like, if you're showing up every single day and you're truly doing everything that you're saying that you're doing, she was like, get over yourself and things are going to work out. First of all, change your mindset. Second of all, she was like, whether this takes you a year to become the 15-star diamond millionaire that you want to create, or even 10 years, she said, think about what you would be doing over the next 50 to 60 years to reach that point versus making it in 10. She's like, don't look at what other people are doing. Don't sit there and play the pity card whenever things don't happen the way you think they should happen or as fast as you think they should happen. But know that if you are showing up every single day and doing the things that you need to be doing, she's like, whether it's 1 year or 10 years, you're going to reach that point. And you're going to weed people out that don't need to be there. And you're going to find the people that want to be there with you long term as well. Mm-hmm. So she just said, just keep doing what you're doing and it will happen.
Yep.
That's what I try to focus on and why I show up every day. And I just kind of listen to my heart and soul. Like, there are days, like I said, yesterday was a really rough day because it was 3 coaches back to back that I got emails from, like, ding, 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 like that they're all canceling their accounts. And it's fine. I mean, I've talked to them and I assumed that it might have happened more or less later because, I mean, some of them, they just haven't been active in a very long time. And so it was one of them messaged me and explained things. And it, like I said, it's great. And it's just the next step in moving on up and finding the people to fill their spots. So,
yeah, we might find ourselves at a starting over spot repeatedly. But
right.
Again, that's, we can't focus on that or see that as a failure or as this isn't meant to be. Because it feels too real within me, regardless. and on at this point, even if it just stayed the way it is, I'm okay. But I do believe in that compounding effect. I mean, that's life. Life is a compounding effect if you live it truly and honestly. So anyway.
Yeah. And then that brings me back to just us having these programs at our fingertips and being able to have that one thing that we are in complete control of, and that is what we do. So by showing up every day, completing a program 100% of the way through, like that's what led to me losing 80 pounds. It's what's going to lead to me hitting that 100-pound benchmark, and just what we all do to do for ourselves. So.
Yeah.
It's what's led me to still be awkward on phone calls.
You're fine.
I mean, I might not ever get over thinking, that I'm not going to do a live video. I'm not going to, I don't like doing videos. I might not ever get over that. I don't know. But I think you can still carve out a place for yourself with whether you're technologically savvy or screwed up. So.
I love your live videos, Jason. I think they're good.
No.
I always love them. I really do. You think you do a really good job.
It's become one of those habits, like I guess from being a massage therapist for so many years, that there's like a little switch in my brain that I can turn off, because whenever I first started as a massage therapist, like knowing that, oh my gosh, I'm going to be in a room and I have to talk to a complete and total stranger, like my internal introvert freaked out. And there are still sometimes like I become aware that I'm talking to somebody, and then all of a sudden, like I just feel like my face heat up and I start stumbling over my words. And like I can't tell you how many times it's happened on like making a video. Like I'll just be like, oh my gosh, I'm staring at myself, talking to myself in the camera. But I think sometimes it's those awkward videos that get the most real reaction, because everybody's a little bit awkward. Everybody's introverted. So, well, is there any questions or anything that you all wanted to cover? We have like 4 minutes left. I did just get the confirmation for Summit for our house. So I've been meaning to share pictures in the group to kind of make everybody else a little bit jealous a little bit, and hopefully for Summit next year, but we'll see. But it's going to be so much fun.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So you'll have to, like, Patty, especially you have to tell me like what to pack, like what do I wear, and
oh gosh,
like
stay in workout clothes.
Yeah, you'll be in workout clothes pretty much 90% of the time. Well,
because I'm not going to have time to come.
This year, everybody, because last year there was a workout each day. This year, since we're working out on Thursday, I don't think there's a workout on Friday.
I didn't think so either. There's one on Saturday, right?
The long one on Saturday. But everybody last year, because it was Nashville, was trying to be like all Southern and cute and all of this stuff. But it was so ungodly hot.
That's what I'm thinking.
Sweltering down there that the majority of the girls that were wearing the cute outfits were like drenched and like looked miserable. So just wear what you're comfortable with. And because like I said, you're either going to be like working out or walking around, shopping at the core or going to a seminar thing. Did you see who the keynote speaker is? It's the Gary Vaynerchuk or something like that. Okay. But I'll need to look up more of his videos, but people have been sharing them, and he's very inspirational. He likes to use some choice words while being inspiring, but yeah, like it sounds pretty cool. But yeah, just be prepared for a very awesome experience, just all around.
For the final, like the final thing or whatever, do people dress up for that? Or because I've seen some people say to bring nothing like fancy, but like
well, it's getting ready to come off. But yeah, like if for the elite parties and the Success Club parties and the separate parties like that, people do dress up for. But like the last night, the celebration evening, it's just more or less like an outdoor party. We're gonna be at the stadium. So we'll be there for a while. So it'll still be pretty warm because you'll be sitting outside. So I'll just say whatever makes you comfortable, comfortable and cool. So
Good.
Yeah, I did take a dress last year. I never put it on, and I ended up leaving it in the closet, and then the cleaning staff took it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh,
So it was this dress I wore to Jason's wedding.
Oh, that.
that's sad.
Sunflower dress. Yeah, it was very sad.
Well,
Within 20 minutes of leaving, we called back the hotel, and no, it wasn't there.
Oh,
gosh.
awful.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, it's gonna kick us off. So
Okay.
this was a great call. So I will post it in the group, and like I said, just be sure that you're posting about your journey and sharing your befores and afters, and let's just keep pushing ahead. So
Exactly. Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Bye.
Bye.